Hi again. So, did you have a chance to think about whether or not you had a grievance or a forgiveness mindset? If not, here's a question. Do you ever find yourself ruminating over something about which you have little to no control? Do you find yourself driving down the freeway, catch a glimpse of yourself in the rearview mirror, and you see that you're frowning? Or worse, and this has really happened to me, you're driving down the freeway, then you exit, pull over to a stoplight, someone gestures for you to roll down your window, looks over and says, "Smile, it can't be that bad." What? None of us set out to worry or be frustrated or be negatively affected by things that happen throughout our days. Most of us start our days with the best of intentions. We plan to be grateful, to take care of our loved ones, to be good to our friends, and to be good to ourselves. But as the day goes on, we often find ourselves consumed in thoughts that aren't constructive. Does this sound familiar? We get stuck in thinking that things should somehow be different than they are. We think, man, if only I hadn't been so careless, I wouldn't have sent that email to my boss with all those typos. Or, had my mother-in-law not been so quick to judge, she would see how hard I'm trying to be a caring daughter-in-law, and she wouldn't have criticized me in the way that she did. Or, if my job and household duties weren't so demanding, I could be able to sit down with my daughter, look her in the eye, while she spills over in excitement to tell me about the latest happenings on Instagram. Or perhaps I could have heard my son share about his day when I drilled him with the normal barrage of questions after picking him up from school. This is a grievance mindset. My personal experience has taught me if we live our lives constantly keeping tabs on every time we're wronged, or let down, or hurt, or act stupid, or let someone else down, we end up suffering way more than we need to. And what's worse, and very important to note, is while we ruminate about how we're wronged, the other person involved is often completely unaware and feeling just fine. The world is carrying on, and all we're thinking about is how screwed we got? Yeah, no thank you. It took me a really long time to discover a way out of this pattern. In fact, it took me a long time to realize that I was even in this pattern. For me, it started with making a choice. It was literally just the choice to be aware of when I was feeling grumpy about the way things were going for me, to mentally pause when I was being a person I didn't want to be, and to look as objectively as possible at what it was that was making me feel that way. Then, I had to consider whether or not it was serving my health and well-being or that of my family to be feeling that way, and if it wasn't serving anybody, well, I had to challenge myself to let it go. My favorite guy, Desmond Tutu, says, "We all want peace and harmony, but living in peace with others requires having peace and harmony within ourselves." That peace comes with a forgiveness mindset. So, do you remember a time when you consciously let go of something that was bothering you? When you shifted from a grievance mindset to a forgiveness mindset and found a little peace within yourself? I'm curious, how did you do it? Feel free to share with me below, and also feel free to ask me any more questions about forgiveness. I'm hoping you're finding some of this useful, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day.